Hi guys, this is Obito Entertainment here, and I'm back here with another video. This is, this is my debut back, because I've been gone, and the update that I sent, I deleted it. But, if you haven't seen it, then I'll tell you why, I stopped posting for a little bit. I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I just was, like, really sad for an anonymous reason. Like, I just can't tell you guys. It's just too, if I wanted to make videos for you guys, but I just didn't want to let you guys down by making terrible videos. So, yeah, I didn't want to let you guys down. But anyways, this is gonna be a new what if, well, actually a redo of the what if that I wanted to do, because so many people like the what if, this, and, don't forget to like, hit the bell notification for more, what if content, and, don't forget to tell your friends and family about my, what ifs, and yeah, let's go. So, we start off one day in the hospital, and we see a little boy with green hair. No, his hair isn't gonna be green. I'm not gonna talk about it. With white slash blackish tips on the end of his hair, and babies don't come out with hair, that they come out with like a little bit of hair. Well, we just see a baby being born with white, no pupils, basically, like a Byakugan, basically, but he doesn't have a Byakugan. And we go to another room. We see a girl with long, fucking babies don't come out with long hair. We see another girl with red eyes, like a demon, basically. In another room. And this girl and this boy's name is Izuku Midoriya and Tomika Hasashi. So, now we get to elementary school. I'm sorry for the long pauses. I have to come up with the stuff off the top of my head, because I don't remember most of the stuff from the what if that I did. So, yeah. So, now we go to elementary. We see this kid picking on this girl. Well, we see this kid picking on Tomika, and Izuku's just playing with no one, because he has no friends. He only has one friend. Well, actually, no, Baka. It's not Baka. Let's just say it's another kid with flame quirk, and he thinks he's all that. And Bakugo and Izuku are friends in this. If you haven't caught him, this is what if Izuku had a yandere again, you know? So this kid is picking on this girl, and she's saying, "Please stop hurting me, please. I want to go home." And these kids say, "Shut up. You're just a quirkless nobody." And this girl's like, "Please, I'm sorry. What do you want from me?" And they say, we don't want anything. You're just a quirkless loser." And Izuku sees her, and he's like, "Leave her alone. She didn't do anything to you guys." And they're like, "Move aside, kid. Who do you think you are, coming up in our affairs, our matters?" And Izuku's like, I'm gonna be the #1 hero. and these kids are like laughing at him, and Izuku's like, I'll show you. So learn Izuku's learning um kenjutsu, kickboxing, um um kenjutsu's like sword art, kickboxing, mixed martial arts, um MMA fighting, boxing, street fighting, and yeah, that's all. So, well, street fighting is like a, I don't really understand street fighting. I think street fighting is just fighting without instinct, with your own instinct, basically. So yeah, Izuku's just fighting them off. He takes out the kid with the flame quirk. He shoots a flame blast at Izuku, and Izuku doesn't have his quirk yet. So he indirects the motion of his his flames, because the kid's flames come out of his hand. So he pushes up his palm so that the flame doesn't hit him or any other people behind him. Next, he sweeps the kid's leg onto the ground, and he punches him with his fist, knocking this kid out. Next is the kid with the long fingers. Um, since he has a long range of attack, because his fingers are so long, Izuku slides under his slashes, because he started to slash at Izuku. Then Izuku flipped over his hand, but the kid was about to hit him in the air with his other hand. So Izuku took this time in the air to do a Goku on this kid and slide over his hand and kick him in the face directly, knocking that kid out. And now it's the kid with the flying. So the kid who's flying, he's like, let me go, please. I didn't want to do this. And Izuku said, you should have thought of this before you tried to attack this girl. So, Izuku, he doesn't have a deep voice. He says, you should have thought of this before you tried to attack this helpless girl. So, Izuku took this time, and the kid tried to run. So, Izuku pulled out his scorpion on this man, bro. He's like, get over here. Because the kids were like talking about his eyes and how he looks really weird. And Izuku's more dominant with like, I forgot about his eyes. Sheesh. I'll describe Izuku in a minute. Don't worry about it. So yeah. So Izuku's like, get over here. So he was running after the kid, and the kid wasn't really that fast because he was really fat. So Izuku caught up to him, grabbed the kid by the wing, pulled him back, choked this kid, body slammed him like John Cena, bro. Next time on WWE, like, nah, but for real, he body slammed this kid onto the ground. And then once he body slammed him onto the ground, he took his fist and literally kicked him in his face. Like, no cap. He kicked him in his face, punched him, because this kid wouldn't go down because he was like really chunky, so he had like an extra layer of absorbent or something. So he was over here just taking these blows, and then he finally got knocked out, finally. And he went over to the girl and he's like, are you okay? And this girl's like, yeah, I'm fine. And she unlocked the Mangekyo Hartagon. And if you don't know what that is, go to check the What If Her. What If Izuku had a yandere? You should know what the Mangekyo Hartagon is. So this girl's like faking a leg injury basically. And she's like, my leg. And Izuku's like, I can help you to the nurse's office. And she's like, yeah, I would like that, please. So, because this girl likes Izuku because of what he did and his power and stuff like that, like how he looked when she was saving her. So basically, Izuku took her to the nurse, but Izuku likes another girl. This is gonna be what if Izuku had a yandere stalker, basically. So yeah, a stalker, a yandere stalker, not a yandere, but a yandere stalker. So he saved her, and she was like, thank you. So yeah, that's the end of that day. Now we cut to middle school, and Izuku's and no, now we cut to the day when Izuku goes to the quirk doctor. The doctor says, I'm sorry, ma'am, but your son is quirkless. And Izuku's like, I don't need a quirk to be a hero. I can prove it by my strength alone, and my strength only. Power and dominance over everything. And when he heard that, he's like, man, no, he heard that. He smiled at the kid. He was like, you can become a hero, kid. I believe in you. Just train up, train, kid, and you can become something great. And Ezekiel smiled at the man. He's like, I will. This man, he didn't know this man, but he could tell this man was trying to tell him to keep going. He listened to the man's advice and just said it. In his mind, he made him to say he'll keep going and fighting and pushing to become the #1 hero. So, yeah, that day, now we skip all the way to middle school. But what the doctor, oh, yeah. But what the doctor did, I forgot to say this. But what the doctor didn't know was Izuku was on his way. You know, what the doctor didn't know that the scanners that were able to tell if he had a quirk and the double joint didn't mean anything, basically. If you had a double joint, didn't mean that you really didn't have a quirk for Izuku. Because Izuku was basically a demon and like a whole demon, basically. Because if you didn't know, Scorpion is the ruler of hell. And so is, Ghost Rider. Because if you didn't want to read the comics, Ghost Rider goes to hell. Or, I think Ghost Rider King of Hell or something. Ghost Rider became the ruler of hell, basically. So, yeah. So, all demons basically bow down to Ghost Rider and, Scorpion. Yeah. So, Zuko goes back home that day. And now we skip to middle school. And over this time, somebody's been watching Izuku. Somebody with red eyes, black hair, and a female-ish body. But you guys don't need to know about that mostly yet. We'll get to that shortly in this video. I'm gonna stop at the entrance exam probably. Like after the entrance exam. So yeah. So Izuku's going to class and a person tried to trip him, but Izuku basically has like great senses. So he's like Izuku actually just dodged it without even looking. His eyes were closed, and they're like, what? And this kid was trying to bully Izuku because he said that everybody knew that Izuku was quirkless, but they also knew that Izuku was powerful. He was like the strongest kid in school, basically. But every boy kept trying to challenge him for his spot and title as the strongest kid in class. And all the girls liked Izuku, of course. You know my man's a Chad. Of course. What is he talking about? But anyways, my man's a Chad. That's all I can say, my man's a Chad. But anyways, Izuku, says, next time, watch your feet. And that'll be a leg next time if you try that again. And he's like, yes, sir. So, and Izuku always carried a katana on him. They can't stop the man from carrying a katana. Like, come on, bro. Like, how are you gonna stop this man, basically? How are you gonna stop a kid wearing a katana, bro? Like, come on. Who do you think you are? Like, if you're a master swordsman, like, come on, a master swordsman? And then he have the little spear? Come on, cuz. Please. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. But I'm just trying to make this mostly enjoyable for all of you. So, he makes it to class. And Izuku goes and that day the teachers talk about who wants to go to UA. And Bakugo arrogant as he's like, no, he's not really arrogant anymore because Izuku set that nigga straight, like, no cap. Like, Bakugo went and challenged Izuku one day. He's like, I challenge you to fight, Izuku. And Izuku's like, alright, Bakugo. And Bakugo just got his shit rocked like that, the flying kid who I was talking about in the last part. He got his shit busted, bro. Like, his face, he was limping the next day. He wasn't out the hospital. Oh my goodness. Now, anyways, I'm trying to make this video long. Where is that last? Oh yeah, teacher was, handing out papers for what they wanted to be. But the teacher just ended up throwing them in the air. And Izuku, he said, I know y'all want to be heroes. And everybody just starts showing off their quirks. And Izuku is just sitting there like, I'm gonna become something great. Izuku's in his mind like, yeah, I'm gonna become the #1. Nobody's gonna be better than me. And Bakugo's just like, teach don't want me in with the rest of these student D-listers. Me and Izuku are most likely to become #1 heroes. And these just D-listers aren't gonna amount to anything. And everybody in class is like, boo. And Izuku's like, Bakugo, settle down. They're more likely to become either sidekicks. Like, maybe something. Nah, he didn't say that. He's like, they can become something great to Bakugo. All they need to do is train and do hard work, like I did. And Bakugo's like, yeah, I guess. Because Bakugo shut up after that. So, and teacher says, yeah, Bakugo, settle down. But, and he says, great job, Izuku. And Bakugo's like, what? He's like, the lady, and then the teacher, Bakugo's like, what? And the teacher's like, don't make me call your mom, Bakugo. Don't make me call your mom, Bakugo. And Bakugo's like, oh no, please don't. And he's like, then settle down. And he's like, okay. So, where was I? And everybody just cops for Izuku, basically. But the boys don't, the girls do. That's what I'm saying, and Bakugo does. So, this is like, yeah, I see that Bakugo and Izuku want to go to UA. And, Bakugo's like, oh, I mean, then everybody's like, how's he gonna get into UA? He doesn't have a quirk. And and everybody's staring at him like that. And, they're like, and I see, Tomika wants to go. And they're like, what? But she doesn't have a quirk. And, Izuku's like, don't. And, Tomika's like, I have my quirk. I just didn't use it. Everybody's like, what? You have a quirk? What is it? And she shows it off, and it is shadow manipulation. And I know you guys are like, shadow manipulation, but Izuku should be more powerful than her. Yeah, he is. That shadow manipulation shit don't work on Scorpion. I'm telling you. This nigga can take your soul. Who do you think you are running from this man, bro? He's the fucking boogeyman. Come on. Stop the cap. You think you gonna get away just because you have a little shadow? Like, come on, man. This man is sucking souls. Whoa. Whoa. Remember, freeze that. This man is stealing souls. The fuck is you talking about? Like, come on, man. You ain't running away. And especially if you a Ghost Rider, you're stealing souls. Like, no cap. Vengeance. Like, come on, bro. Like, vengeance. And all Scorpion wants is vengeance. Like, come on. These two, if these two met, bro, they would be best buddies, bro. Like, come on. They both wanted vengeance, but basically the Ghost Rider wanted vengeance for people who were in the wrong, and Scorpion wanted vengeance because his clan died, and he wanted vengeance over Sub-Zero for that reason. And Quan Chi basically turned him into a fucking demon, basically. That's how, because Quan Chi tricked him or something. I don't know. I forgot. I play Mortal Kombat. I just don't like play it a lot. Like, not a lot. I play Mortal Kombat 9 and 10 and 11. So yeah, I'm more used to the stories. The story. Like, but anyways, where was I? And she's like, my quirk is shadow manipulation. And they're like, oh, that's cool. And they're like, what can you do with it? And she does a Shikamaru and tries to hold everybody down. She says, that's the trick she demonstrate. She says, go ahead. You shouldn't do this anyways. And so she does a Shikamaru and like shadow blinds everybody. And they say, like, oh, we can't move. And Izuku's like, you guys can't move? This is child's play. Everybody's like, what? How are you moving? He's like, I've been training my whole life. Why makes this any different? And she's like, that makes him even hotter. All the girls like, that makes him totally hot. Tomoka's like looking at them, and then she like squeezes all the girls in the class for like thinking of that, because she can like sense their emotions when she's shadow binding them. So she squeezes the girls even tighter, and Izuku sees the strain on them, and Izuku's like, why is she doing this to them? And Izuku's like, Tomoko, you're squeezing the girls too tight. I noticed their face was expression. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she just lets them all let shadow binding. So, Izuku, and the teacher says, alright, guys, go ahead and go home. So, that day they go home, and Izuku's training for this. Izuku says, alright. Oh, I forgot. So Izuku's going home, and then he walks in a bridge, and he sees he's walking under the bridge, and he's taking a shortcut home, and he can sense something, but he doesn't. He looks up. He doesn't see anything up. He looks left. He doesn't see anything left. Looks right. He doesn't see anything right. Back, and then he looks back forward, and then he thinks, where else hasn't I looked? And he looks down, and he sees the sludge monster reaping from below, coming up. And Izuku's like, oh shit. And then he gets caught by this sludge monster. And I know you guys are like, how would he get caught if he's so good at sensing? Well, I need this to happen, basically. And the sludge monster catches him, and Izuku's like trying to like get breath, but he can't. And Izuku ends up suffocating. And as Izuku suffocates, he dies. But this is what he needed to unlock his quirk. Finally, he's unlocked his quirk, and he wants vengeance. Whoa. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. That probably was loud for headphone users, but he wants vengeance. And he said, and the sludge monster feels like a large heating bubble, and sludge monster starts to melt, and Izuku gets out of him, and he says, "Look into my eyes. Your soul is stained by the blood of the innocents." And the sludge monster starts to scream. He says, let it out. Let me go. And Izuku says, vengeance is mine. And Izuku ends up passing out. And when All Might gets there, he sees the sludge monster's eyes. And I'm gonna make it like the movie, where the eyes, it looks like basically like a meteor, but it looks like a burning meteor basically, or a rock that was like charred basically. So his eyes look like that, and Izuku's like, and the sludge monster just screaming like until All Might gets there, and he sees the kid passed out, and All Might says Detroit smash, and knocks the sludge monster out. Man, he was gonna be passed out anyways due to the pain, cause yeah. So he sees Izuku, and Izuku slowly gaining consciousness back. He's like, what happened? And he sees All Might. He's like, All Might. And All Might's like, stay down, kid. I'll try to get you to. And All Might's like, look, thinks about it. He's like, my meter is draining. And he's like, I'm gonna be fine, All Might. He's not a fanboy of All Might. He just admires him for his strength, basically. And, like, because he's the #1 hero also a little bit. But he doesn't admire All Might like a fanboy. So, yeah, that's the encounter with All Might. He doesn't drop the bottle. All Might makes it to the police station and drops him off. Now I want to do a second encounter. I want to make this video longer. So, All Might actually does end up dropping it. And as Izuku drives a motorcycle, no he doesn't. So Izuku, All Might's riding, jumps off, and he drops the bottle. And next thing you know, explosions can be heard. And screaming, no, explosion can be heard. And and all you hear is like angry person screaming, like, let me go, you. And then he hears murmurs, and Izuku hears explosion. He's like, where is that coming from? And he hears a tiny voice a voice in his head saying, go for it. And all he hears is like, all he feels is like a burning sensation in his body. He's like, he starts to peel his face, and then he starts to laugh. He's like, and he starts laughing maniacally, and he finally transforms into the Ghost Rider. But this time, he forms with a mask. And his mask isn't burned onto his face. Like Scorpion. Like, Scorpion has a skull over his mask, too, so that's a skull under his mask also, but he also has flesh. That's weird. Whatever. So he whistles, and all you see is a little BMX bike. Like, let me stop. Nah, he ain't riding in no BMX. Well, that would be cool actually if he did. But nah, he ain't riding in no BMX bike. He's riding in a fucking a motorcycle. Like, before is talking about a motorcycle. Like, this nigga is dripped out. Like, that bitch is rolling down. You see me rolling, and all you see is like a motorcycle, and everybody hears a motorcycle coming through, and like, where's that coming from? And all they see is a guy on the motorcycle, and they see the motorcycle just flip over, but they think the motorcycle about to hit them, but it isn't. So the motorcycle just teleports out of there because it was made of flames, and they see a man just flip over the crowd, and they see him with burning feet actually, and they're like, and people are like, is he on fire? Is that a new hero or something? What is he? Is it a villain? And all they can think, and they see a blade, and Izuku goes back, cause and I bet you're wondering like, how is the sled muncher out of the soul binding thing or whatever Izuku can do? It doesn't last. I'm gonna say it was like an hour since All Might dropped it, so yeah, it doesn't last a whole hour. Izuku has to train at first, so yeah. I think I might stop it after this. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it after this. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I would make it to the objectives again, but I'm really tired. So Izuku is running, dashing, and Baku's like, and Baku's trying to say, "What is that? Is that a demon? Is that the Grim Reaper? Oh my goodness!" And Baku's trying to run, but he can't because he's in a sled monster. And the sled monster knows who this is. He's like, "Oh no, it's that kid." And he tries to run. He said, if you come any closer, I'll kill him." And all you can hear is a maniacal laugh. And all you see is a portal come in. And this portal is full of dead hands, basically. Like, dead hands, but grabbing him with flames on them. And Izuku's just screaming, laughing maniacally, like, and, he uses his, spear, says, "Get over here!" And grabs him and Baku out of the, sludge villain. But his spear wraps around him and grabs him out of it. And, yeah. And Baku's on the ground, panting, and he's coughing. And he's trying to back up from Izuku. Because Izuku looks very scary in his, Ghost Rider Wrathful State or whatever. So, yeah, I'm just gonna call it the Wrathful State. When he's like Scorpion and Ghost Rider mixed all together. So, yeah. So, Izuku takes off his mask, and everybody sees like a skull and they're on fire, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And everybody just scream like, "Oh my goodness, is that a demon? Oh my goodness!" And they're all screaming, and everybody's scared. And Izuku just uses his flames and just sets the bitch ablaze, like no cap. This bitch is on fire, like his whole body is melting. He's like, "I'm melting," and he just melted. He's gone. Sludge Monster is defeated, basically. Well, he died. I think he died in canon. I'm not sure. I forgot. I need to rewatch My Hero. I'm not sure what happened. No, All Might Detroit smashed him, I think, and yeah, I think Detroit or something smashed. Either one. I don't know all his smashes. This bitch just comes up with names and just says they're smashes. This nigga knows all of them are the same. He just wants to call them different, I think. Anyways, so yeah, this is gonna be the end of this part. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with the Uchihas. I know this is short, but the next part should be posted sometime. I'm not gonna set. I'll just set a like goal. If you guys can reach I think I can reach like 39 likes probably, or either 20, 39, or 10. 10. If you guys reach 10, then I'll just probably repost it in like 3 days. 20, 2 days. 39. which is random because you thought I probably was going up by tens, but I'm not. I'll post it tomorrow, I guess. So yeah. Yeah. Alright, guys. Bye.